What's up, you guys? It's Maria. Welcome back to my channel where I like to do all things StoryTube. I love movies, TV, books. If you're interested in that type of content where I just talk about these things, okay, and recommend them, whatever, then go ahead and subscribe to this channel. All right, guys. Today I was going to do a Avatar the Last Airbender every single episode ranking. But let's be real. The whole show is amazing from beginning to end. There might be only one episode that I actually kind of like disliked. But besides that, every other episode is fair game. I love them all. I really don't know how to rank these. I actually don't know. There's different times where I love a different episode more than a different episode strictly because I just am in the mood for that episode. But I love the other episodes just as much. So I've watched this show about 1,000 times. Seriously. So this is about to be very interesting. I know every episode. But let's get to ranking this. All right. So these are all of the ones that I'll be ranking. From History Made, I love, I really like, I like, and dislike. Okay, let me just clarify what History Made is. History Made is the equivalent to obviously like a God tier, top tier. I do not know why I called it History Made. I really don't. I think I was thinking like, ooh, it's so good that like they made history, but every episode's history made in that sense. So I don't know what I was on. But nevertheless, I just wanted to clarify that. Okay, back to the video. So I'm gonna just jump to the one episode that I know I dislike. Sorry, guys. It's Battle of the Water Tribe. I hated that episode. I've only watched that episode maybe 2 to 3 times. I've rewatched the show about 1,000 times. So when I rewatch the show, that's the only episode I actually skip. I'm gonna put that in the dislike category. I didn't like the way any of the characters were portrayed in that episode. I feel like everybody was weird and off and just not themselves. In a weird way. I don't know how to describe it. I wonder if today's version of me would still dislike that episode. I feel like I still would. But you never know. The Boy in the Iceberg. Ugh. Can you go wrong with that? I mean, I feel like I either really love this one, like I love, or this is History Made. And I feel like because it's the first episode, I feel like I have to say History Made. But would I be crazy to say that I feel like Avatar's writers even topped the first episode of Avatar? Even after that first episode? Am I crazy to say that? Because let's be real. There was a slowness to that first episode. But when it's your first time watching it, it's amazing. When it's your second time watching it, it's amazing. All the times I rewatch it, it's still amazing. It's just that now from a different lens of just like, when you know where the show's gonna go. I'm still gonna give it History Made. It's the first episode. It's what started it all. Okay, it's History Made. Don't even listen to me. History Made. Okay, the Avatar returns. Send word immediately. Tell them the Avatar has returned. Freaking love that episode too. The part 2 is kind of what makes the first episode so good. It's crap. Okay, History Made. I'm gonna say History Made for that one too. This better not all be History Made. The Southern Air Temple. Oh my gosh. I love that episode so much because we get to see the avatars. Literally, their eyes glow. We get to see Aang get really sad and frustrated all at once. It's amazing. I'm gonna put that as I love. Actually, crap. Oh, no, I'm going to keep it like that because even when the Avatar returns, I really love when Zuko and Aang have their battle. So I'm going to keep that like that. It's all good so far. Okay. Okay. Because low-key, I want to say the Southern Air Temple's History Made too, but I ain't going to do that. Even though I kind of want to, but I'm not going to. Okay. Then we have the Warriors of Kyoshi. I really enjoy that episode. I don't think it's History Made in the sense of like the best episode of the show, but it's definitely a really good episode. So I'm gonna just put that as I love. Or is it I really like? Okay, it might just be I really like. Okay. I'm gonna do I really like for that one. Sorry, guys. I really like it. I love our girls, the Kyoshi Warriors. I love them. I love the fact that Sokka and her got to like meet each other. That was the cute start of their little romance or whatever. But I think it's gonna have to go on I really, really like from the whole show. Like, let's be real. Out of the whole show, unless y'all think I'm crazy, because you might. The King of Amashu, love this episode. I really do love this episode because, you know, they got us, or they got Aang, whatever. It's like, oh my gosh, King of Amashu, you're the dude. You're the friend. King of Amashu, how do I feel about that? I really like. Or do I just like? Crap. I don't know. Okay. It's definitely not one of the episodes that I'm going to consistently quote because I do quote episodes and it's not one of them. So I'm going to have to start thinking like that. I'm going to have to think like that. It's a really, really, really good episode. Like a great episode. But I'm just going to have to put that on I really like. So I have to go I really like. Imprisoned. Oh my god, I love this episode. I love this episode so much. I really like it. I'm gonna put that as I really like. I don't know how many episodes are even gonna be in the I like, because I likely really like or I love, and then it's history made. It's, you know, the spirit world, the part 1 of that episode. I love it. When we get to meet that little scary little creature. What's that thing called? Y'all know, with the scary looking eye. Why am I forgetting that creature's name? Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm gonna just put it right here because I can't even get the name. But I do like that one a lot, and it was the start of the spirit world stuff. Like, to be honest, when the spirit world stuff got introduced, that's kind of history made right there. I'm gonna have to put part 1 and part 2 as history made, because those episodes are like the kickstart for all spiritual world language for the rest of the show. Just all of it. I love it. I need it. I beg of it. Yeah. The waterbending scroll, classic. I think it's one of those episodes where it's a classic Avatar episode of humor, a lesson learned, just good stuff. I thought it's a funny episode. Like, the way Katara gets irritated at Aang for being good at what he does naturally, and she feels like she wasn't, whatever. I'm gonna put the waterbending scroll as I love. I actually really love that episode. I like to rewatch it. Jet, love this episode. I love that Sokka knew what he knew. I love that nobody believed him. I love that finally they believed him. I love that they showed the other side, that like you can be an extremist on the other side and hurt innocent people. That's not good. Like, that's what Jet was doing in the name of, like, you know, the Fire Nation did him dirty, which is true, but doing a bunch of innocent people dirty is not cool. So really love that episode. I'm gonna have to put that in I really like. Oh, I said I really like, or do I love it? Crap. I keep doing this. I'm gonna do this the whole time. I said I really like or I love. Jet. Love. Okay, I'll put it in love, actually. The Great Divide. Cool. Classic. Fun. Nothing wrong. Loved, once again, I love every episode of the show besides Fate of the Water Tribe. It's just, out of all the episodes, The Great Divide is not one of the first episodes that come to my mind for, like, the show. So I'm gonna put that in I really like. I don't know if I'll have any I like, because I only dislike this one and I really like every other episode. So we'll see if I come across an I like. The Storm. That's a good one. The Storm is a really good one. That's a really good one. It's making me actually want to rewatch it right now. I'm gonna put The Storm in I love. I'd put The Blue Spirit in I love. Oh, or is it history made? It's kind of history made just a bit, and I'm gonna tell you why. You're probably like, why is that history made? Because Zuko is the Blue Spirit, and he technically saves Avatar Aang in that moment, while also wanting to hurt him, but like, he saved him from the other enemy. History made. I don't care. Y'all can come at me if you want to. It's history made. Sokka's master. Love this episode with everything in me. That's an I love. I love that Sokka finally got to get trained and was able to be like a warrior in his own right, even though he doesn't bend. He was like, yo, this is what I got though. And he was a sword master. The Fortune Teller. Love this episode. Oh my gosh, I love this episode. In comparison to other stuff, I just love it, especially when Katara's like, wait, what did you say to the Fortune Teller? Because she wanted to know who she was going to end up with. And then she was like, he's going to be, was it a powerful vendor, strong vendor, something that she said that was like specific words. And then Sokka says it about Aang in that episode. And I don't know, I just love that episode a lot. Okay, it's I love. It's I love. I really just love that one. The Deserter. Oh my gosh. I love this episode too. Oh, this is so hard. I love this episode. The Deserter. Oh my gosh. It's I love her history made. Okay, if I'm just thinking specifically season 1, that's gone to history freaking made. Everything. I love that he burns Katara in this episode. I love that we finally get to see Zhao as like what he is, which is just ruthless and uncontrolled, you know, so love it. The Northern Air Temple, that's a good episode. I really like. I don't love. I want to put that in I really like. I don't think it's history made. I don't think I love it in comparison to other episodes, so I really, really like it though. So that's what that gets. The Water Mini Master. Don't give a flying thing new, and it's going in history made. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It's so good. That episode, Master Paku against Katara, and then Katara becoming a prodigy, and basically saying, well, she doesn't go prodigy until we see it the next episode, but still, nonetheless, she challenges him in this episode. Yue and Sokka, the whole episode's great. When he says women can't waterbend in the Northern Water Tribe, like, this is just all good stuff. I was not ready for this episode when I first watched it. I love it. It's history made. The Sage of the North. Y'all already know. You already know. History made. Part 2. Might as well just put it on there. History made. Honestly, mostly every time there's a part 1, part 2 of the Avatar, you know it's going to be in the history made. They do stuff that's just amazing. The Avatar state. History made. Okay. I'm going to put in history made only because they basically said to us, they showed us what everybody was asking. Why not just put the Aang in the Avatar state to get the Fire Lord now? Why not do that? And when Roku comes and shows him like the seriousness of not having that thing down, like being in control of the Avatar state, how it can hurt you, hurt people you love, and then you can potentially ruin the rest of the Avatar line. Yo, that was everything. When he came and said, time for you to learn a lesson, I said, get out of my face. Love it. History made. You know. Okay. The Cave of Two Lovers is a classic. It's absolutely a classic. It's not history made. I don't love that episode, but I don't just like it. I guess I really like it. So that's The Cave of Two Lovers right there. I really like Return to Omashu. Love that episode too. I do. That's a good one. Another classic, especially when we finally get to see Azula, Ty Lee, May. So I'm gonna put that as I really like, actually. Do I love it? Do I love it? Or do I really like it? Do I love it or do I really like it? Let me know. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna have to ask my brother after I create this list and let him tell me if I was insane with this list. He might be like, Ray, what is wrong with you? What are some of these doing? I don't know, but this is my opinion right now in this moment, and I think I really like it. I don't think I love Return to the Omashu. All right, the swamp. Oh my gosh, the swamp. I kind of want to say history made, but maybe I'm being a little too willy-nilly with my history mades. So I really love the swamp. The history made though, that was such a good episode. Oh, crap. The way he gets the vision of Toph before Toph is there. The eeriness of that episode. History made. I don't care. I did it. Avatar Day. Oh, I love this episode because I finally get to see Kyoshi in her action. I'm gonna put that as actually a personally I love. I know it's probably not an episode that you think to love. It should probably be a really like, but I'm gonna have to give it I love today. I don't care. Okay, Zuko alone. Oh my gosh, history made. History made. History made. All right, The Chase. The Chase. That's a good one. That's a good one. I'm gonna put I really like. I love the ending of that episode a lot, which makes it what it is. But the beginning part of the episode, it's not like it's not history made to me or anything like that, or I love. But then I love the ending, and I love, because I think that's when Azula shoots, her lightning, and Iroh gets jacked up. Because I think he was trying to protect Zuko. So I really love that part of that episode. I'm gonna say I really like. It should be I love, I know, but for out of the whole episode, not just that moment, I'm just gonna give it I really like. Bitter Work. I really like this episode. Nothing crazy for me. It was good. He was finally working with Toph, and he had to really find something within himself to be an earthbender because it's the opposite of airbender. But it's gonna go and I really like. The Library. Oh man, I really love this episode. It's a good one. Dang, it's good. I love. Probably should be history made, but crap. Is it history made, guys? Is the Library history made? Is it history made? Kind of is. Or is it just I love? I'm gonna put that as history made. I'm gonna put the desert. No. The desert's history made. No. Tell me where he is. Where is Appa in the desert? Yo, it's so good. Is it history made or I love? I don't know. History made for the desert. I'm sorry. I know I probably am crazy because they're just trudging through the desert at some point, and it's bitter. It's hard, but they make it through, and it's really good. Oh my God, Serpent's Pass, a great episode, really good episode, classic episode. It probably should be history made, but once again, I'm gonna give it I love. I'm gonna give that I love. I might still have to move the library up, guys. I might have to move the library up to history made. I might have to. I'm going to. Sorry, I did it. The Drill, love this episode. I think it's amazing. I love that Aang thought that he was finally just gonna find Appa, enter Ba Sing Se, and then all of a sudden there's a drill and it's Azula that he has to take down. the whole 9. So that's really good, and I love it. So that's gonna be an I love. City of Walls and Secrets. Good, very good. I love. I'm gonna put that in I love. The Tales of Ba Sing Se. I love the Tales of Ba Sing Se episode a lot. It's actually really good if you think about it. I'm not gonna do History Made, although I feel like it's History Made within myself. I'm gonna give it I love. All right, Appa's Lost Days. Love this episode. I love. I'm gonna put I love. Because here's the thing about Avatar. I feel like no episode was actually filler, and technically I think that was filler, and it wasn't filler. Like, it didn't feel like filler. It felt like, oh my God, I really needed to see this. I really need to know what this was. So I'm gonna give that I love. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm about to say, where'd they go? Lake Laogai? Lake Laogai's getting I love. Should it be History Made though? Is Lake Laogai actually History Made? It might be. Oh my gosh, the Earth King, I love. Or do I really like? I love the way they just get in there and finally get to him, and he sees it. Like, what's happening, the war is actually a real thing. He didn't know that at first. I'm gonna say the Earth King I really, really like. Okay, guys? I really, really like that one. I love Guru, the Guru. History Made with the Crossroads of Destiny. The Awakening, I really like. Should the Guru have been History Made? Or like Laogai? Those might get changed. Crap, this is difficult. This is harder than I thought. The Awakening though, I'm gonna give The Awakening I really like. Painted Lady, I really, really like. I might love it, actually. I just kind of might love it. It's one of those episodes that I shouldn't love. I feel like it's compared to other episodes, but I do. So I'm gonna do I love. The Beach, I love that episode. Low-key, gotta give The Beach History Made for the sake of us getting to finally see the villains, the antagonists together. I'm gonna give that, oh yeah, where did it go? Oh, I gotta put it up here, okay. All right, the Fire, Avatar and the Fire Lord. Get out of my face. That's History Made. You already know. This is the Fire Lord. That's absolutely History Made. It was everything. The Runaway, love. I love. The Puppet Master. History Made. This episode changed my life. Puppet Master, that episode, the Puppet Master changed my life. Forever. I ain't never been the same after that. So let me put that up there. What did I do? Okay, here we go. History Made. Like, blood bending? Get out. Amazing, okay? The Nightmares and Daydreams. Kill. Great. I love that Zuko. We get to see him pack his bags on that one. I'm gonna have to put that in. I really like. I don't love it. I don't think history was made with it, but it was good. Definitely really good. The Day of the Black Sun. The Invasion. Get out of here. You already know. You already know. Or, you know, History Made. I'm not even gonna lie to myself. I was gonna say maybe that's I love and the other one's History Made. I think they're both History Made because I really just feel like it is. So you already know. The Eclipse, History Made. The Western Air Temple, I love. It's technically History Made because Zuko came and Katara, give me one reason why you might hurting and I'll take you out type of thing was coming out of her, which was really fun to see against Zuko, and particularly after what he did to her. By like making her trust him and then betraying her right away. I definitely am gonna give the Western Air Temple, it's technically History Made, but for a personal decision, and put that thing under I love. The Firebending Masters, History Made. Every single episode where they had a personal Zuko episode is History Made, and you cannot change my mind. Okay, so the Blind Bandit, I am gonna say that's History Made. I was not ready for this episode when it came. And when it came, oh, did I love it. Seeing Toph, the way she is and the way she was, her real life, the opposite girl than like the girl that we get to see. And then her beating up every single person like that. No, that's History Made, okay? The Boiling Rock, part 1 and 2 is definitely going in History Made, okay? The headband, I love this episode. I'm gonna put the headband as I love because it's just a fun episode. It's one of those fun ones. The Southern Raiders, History Made. History Made. Like I said, every episode with Zuko just kind of was amazing. We get to see Katara bloodbend again. We get to see her be in the most angry state we've ever seen her. In the calm of Aang, and then Zuko kind of just being like, she has to do this. But then like Katara showing that she did have mercy inside of her to give. Yeah, amazing. Just really good. The Embers Island Players. If I tell y'all how I really feel about this episode, you're gonna beat me up. You might. You just might. I'm gonna give that I really like. It's not my favorite episode, but I like it a lot. I don't even think I love it, but I really, really like it. I don't just like it. See, nothing's in the I just like, but I really, really like it. All right, so then Sozin's comment, yo, you already know. I can't even, at this point, the rest of them, it's the last episode. That's all history made. You know. All right. The whole final episode, the whole 4-part season show finale, whatever. Amazing. From beginning to end. Literally, from the moment Aang didn't realize he had to take out the Fire Lord, Zuko's like, oh, if you don't do this, there will be no world to save. Man, from that to the Agni Kai between Zuko and Azula, between Zuko and his uncle reuniting. Just so many good moments of this episode that I love, and the whole finale. So obviously that's history made. It's the show. All right, so let's take a look. I think this is not that bad. I think if anything, y'all might want to beat me up for some of the ones I put in the I really like, which is totally understandable. I mean, I get it. It's Avatar. Maybe the chase should be I love. Maybe it should be I love. That might be the only one I think I might have messed up on the I love versus I really like. All of the ones I really do just really like. I love all the I ones I love. Do any of the I loves need to get changed? Y'all, by the time I release this video, I might have a whole comment that says, I probably would change this episode to this episode just because I'm staring at this and I don't know, it's so difficult. It's sometimes mood-based, and based off of what I'm feeling right in this moment, I think I did it correct for myself. I might have messed this up. Some of these I love, I wonder if they're actually history made for real. I might really think the drill should go higher. Crap. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm done. This could be the most messed up list on earth, and I probably could hate it all. Or I could love it and stand by it. I don't know yet. I have to reread this and look if I stand by this 100%. But I can tell you I'm 75% sure that this is the perfect list for me personally. But anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment down below your thoughts. And yes, I will see you next time, guys. And until next time, much love. Bye.